Hey, hello. Hi to everyone. I hope all the peoples can hear my voice. Good. To in this vision, in this live, we are going to we are going to learn about software engineering aspects, system infrastructure, and also how to scale your software for the maximum level of users, which is in simply in other terms called as scaling, and also the system design, which is a very much important aspect in the software to scale your software product. So without any delays, we can get into the live. We can get in the session and we will see what are the block sites we are going to see. I will show you the block sites. I hope you people can watch my dashboard. Let me change once again. Okay. I hope you people can watch my screen. You can see my screen. Thanks for the support. Okay. So first, we will go for the mentioned things. I have noted down and also taken some of the inspirations from the hundreds of tech blog sites, and I have filtered some of them for the today's video. First, let's take a deep dive into the Discord. As I have mentioned, Discord is one of a platform, social platforms to get started with. So I will go with the Discord. So I have taken a lot of inspiration from the hundreds of tech blog sites. Well, first, I will mention those blogs. Some of them I have taken from the medium as well as from the person. Like I think he's a byte. Like I think he's a bytes. Yeah. So thanks for this person to provide wonderful system designing in each and everything. So I have got some of the blog sites from him. So this is one. He have mentioned 79 engineering blog sites, which is useful for the people who are eager to learn software engineering, system design, and also much more. And this is a self-learning thing. This self-learning one. So which is nothing but he have provided a vast number of blog sites of the top companies. So what we are going to do in this video is that we are going to selectively go for some of the blog companies, tech blogs of companies, some of the selected companies. I have four companies selected. So first one we are going to see about the Discord, and second we will move to the Zomato. Thirdly, we will move to Spotify, and last we are going to visit the Google's engineering blog sites. So these are selective blog sites I have taken, and I'm going to show some of the selective solutions or selective problems from the block sites. Because of in their block sites, they have a list of aspects and technology and whatever so on they have in their own website. They have a lot of listings. From that listings, we are going to take some specific kind of problem, and we are going to read, and we are going to analyze how they have provided the solution for that specific problem. So if you're free and ready to read this, check out this link. I will put up in the description after the live, so you can check it out. Or else you can go to this byte score, where you can get the 79 listings of the tech companies blog. But one I have got from the Medium. I got from the Medium, but I can't get that site right now. I got from that Medium website. So I think this is the one, yeah. So thanks for this woman who have provided the wonderful blog sites of all the MNC companies, so that we can grab some inspirations from them. So here she's also have made almost 100 companies blog sites. So this is where I have taken from. So first, as I mentioned, let's go to the Discord first one. It's a Discord tech blog. Okay, here you can see the first link, engineering and developers Discord blog. Okay, we have taken. So first we need to analyze what is the Discord. I will show you from here itself, and maybe what is Discord. So it is a free communication platform for instant messaging, calls, video, and organized virtual communities called servers. In a nutshell, we can simply say Discord is mainly widely used by the gamers, and also it also used by the tech companies too, to deliver the content, to deliver what are the things they are developing, and also to provide a documentary of what they have done via the Discord. So this is one of the useful application for tech as well as the gamers. So here they will provide a free communication platform, which is in other terms they call each and every communication system, like maybe the messaging, calls, what are they called, servers. So they deliver these kind of things. So this is one of a company, a successful software company. So from them we are going to learn something, like for example how they manage their channels or how they manage their servers, because of they have almost millions of users in platform. In each and every platform they have a lot of users, active users. They have a lot of active users. So how they have scaled from a small thing to this active millions of users, we're going to see. And particularly we are going to focus on the mobile side. So since I'm a mobile engineer, I'm a Flutter developer, I'm eager to watch their mobile development, how they have developed, how they have scaled, how they have maintained their entire mobile project. So I have already read about one of the documentary they have provided in this tech blog itself. Wait, I will take that one. So one interesting thing I have noted down here is that, in a second, let me grab from. One thing I have noted from here is that how they have maintained their assets inside their mobile application, and how they have maintained their performance inside the application. Because of as we know from the let me explain in the smaller thing. So you have a mobile application. So your mobile application have plenty of users, monthly users, active users. Let us consider, for example, you have 100 users. Suddenly after the 1 month, under the 31st day, you got a millions of users approaching your application. Your application got hype, and suddenly the users fled towards your application. So in that case, your application needs to handle that much of users. So initially it has 100 users, and the user suddenly the user concurrency has increased. So your application needs to handle that much of pressure from the users workload. So how they have made this, because of since they have millions of users, how they have scaled from thousands to the millions, how they have maintained their applications performance without any lag, or without any backdrop, or without any crashes. So this is what we are going to see in this one. So first of all, Discord uses React Native for their mobile application development. As we know, the React Native is also a cross-platform developing tool. You can develop mobile from, like for example, you can develop Android as well as the iOS apps, and also further you can develop for the Windows and web too. So this Discord application is developed by the React Native. So since React Native have some backdrops in their performance, how Discord managed to provide the same kind of performance, same kind of native performance with the React Native? So this is a question arise, because as a developer aspects, from technical aspects, most of the developers from the React Native and the mobile industries, they will know React Native has some certain amount of performance droppage. So how Discord managed to get that? You will see right now. So we got that site, and we have moved on. Supercharging Discord mobile, our journey to faster app. So this is as I have told you people, the Discord is developed with the React Native. Here you can see they have mentioned here Discord and React Native. So we click on Discord desktop and mobile lines are built with React and React Native respectively. Good. So they have developed their React Native with their React Native and React for their mobile as well as the desktop side. You need to know that they have also the desktop application which is developed with the React Native inside. Using React to enable our team to ship faster, rapidly across platform, it requires careful attention. Yes, while you're working with React Native, you need a careful attention while you're developing, because of you have to make a trade-off, because of in the market we can easily get a JavaScript developer, but the trade-off you are making with the React Native with the JavaScript developer is the performance. You need to understand. That's why they are mentioning here. Okay, so initially they have done the Android. We shift away from using React Native and Android due to performance concerns. So okay, which is this mentioned they have some fear about using React Native and Android due to performance. As we all know that. I have already told that performance concerns about the React Native, because why this happens, why React Native provides a performance concerns, because other, like we can take Kotlin and we can take Java, or else we will take the dot from the Flutter. Why React Native has a performance drop comparing with these languages? So because of React Native renders the frames which these frames need to communicate, or else the React Native JavaScript needs to be communicate with the native library. In between them they have a bridge, JS bridge, which makes some kind of delay to render the frames. This way the performance is shackles comparing to other languages like Dot and like Kotlin and Java, because of they communicate. Since the Kotlin and Java is native to Android, they don't need to worry about that much. But in the Dot, in the Flutter, dot directly communicate with the native library. So there is no the lot of performance issues. Comparing to the list of performance arena, we can say that clearly Kotlin and Java has the native performance apart, and the second we can go for the dot, and third we can go for the dot, and the fourth we can go for the JavaScript React Native. That's why they have mentioned here. They have the CWA, which is something, but they have some performance concerns. Okay. Next. So recently, yes, the Hermes JavaScript engine React Native. This led us to transition our Android client to React Native in 2022. Okay. So next, in the 2022, they have jumped to the React Native for the Android client. Yes, as a performance trade-offs they should do because they were using React Native. Yeah. Okay. So how they have tackled the challenges by cutting our median startup time in half duration. Okay, what they have done? Let's analyze what they have done. So if you are a React Native or any kind of JavaScript developer, whether you are a web or else mobile, we can take this as place because of you need to take this one thing. Not only the React Native or JavaScript developer or else web or else any kind of whatever the developer you are. The first thing concern you need to while you are developing a software is that the assets you are going to use. These assets play a greater role in the mobile or web or any kind of software development, which will occupy a lot of memory. So thus it will affect the performance. That's why they have said here. Most recently, we have turned our attention to optimizing things that people use most, with particular focus on power users who push discuss capabilities. Okay, what they have done? We virtualize the servers list. Okay, the first thing we need to note on, they have virtualized the servers list. Okay, what they have done? Component had been completely rewritten to address memory usage concern. While most users just a few servers, we supporting join up to 100 servers for free users and 200 for Nitro subscribers. Let me clarify this point, what they are trying to say. So in Discord, like consider you are using the YouTube. We have channels, am I right? We will say, for example, I have a UX channel and we have a lot of channels. Likewise, in Discord, they will say it is a server. So you can see these are all one by one the servers. Side by you can see this sidebar. There are a lot of servers. Imagine these like a channel. It's up to you. These are the servers. They will call it as. So if I went to the Discord application as a user, I can join these servers. I can join the multiples of servers. If I am a free user, I can join up to 100 servers. But if I am a Nitro user, consider you are subscribing to a channel or else you are becoming a member of that YouTube channel, you have some certain perks, am I right? Likewise, in the Discord, they will call it as a Nitro use subscribers. If you are a Nitro user, then you got a 20 servers of the use case. So here, this component has been completely rewritten to address the memory usage here. So for the normal users, they need to allocate 10 servers, and for the Nitro user, they need to allocate 200 servers. The non-virtualized component get all views and server icons, including animated ones in memory. So before this is a virtualized servers list, but previously I think they have the non-virtualized component. Okay. So they have non-virtualized component, kept all views and server icon, including animated ones in memory. Okay, let me provide a better context over here. What they are trying to say. So servers, they have their server. Those servers need to allocate memory for their server icons and kept all the views of the users to their own this particular service. For example, here we have each and every servers. So these servers, you will get a little bit confusion over here because I have mentioned this as a server and also their own server. Okay, the server I mentioned here is a Discord server. Okay, so the Discord server needs to allocate all the memory for the server icons as well as the views of these servers. inside their own memory, which will occupy the lot of memory. With this, the individual servers will get a lot of payload, which will lose their performance. So what they have done, they were invisible on the screen. You can see. So this is a old one. There are a lot of things going on over here. What they are trying to say. Even when they are able visible on the screen, all of these servers are up, especially for our own power uses. Our new virtualized implementation only keeps information about the servers that are visible in memory. As a bonus, we had enough spare resources to level up our drag and drop animations. Like for example, let's provide a better context over here. So due to this, they have some performance drops. You can see simply there is a lot of that frames drop. You can see the frame drops. This is because each and every time when they move, their server needs to make a call and they need to update their memory each and every scroll, or else each and every movement they have taken. So by allocating these all the memories and the spare space, now they can add up and drag up animations inside this. Let me show you how we have done. You can see. Okay. So results, users with 100 plus servers saw 14 percentage of reduction in memory usage at startup and 10% decrease in overall startup time. So, which is nothing but by lowering the memory usage of all these servers, individual server information, they can allocate the saved memory so that they can increase the frame rates in the performance. You can see users with 100 plus servers saw the 14% reduction in memory usage. So if you are a user with have 100 plus servers inside the Discord, they have seen the 14% of reduction. So simply by maintaining the resources inside each and every server, like by reducing the memory usage, they can increase the performance here. Okay. Next thing, we optimize Discord's native chat performance. So how they have done? Let's end this. Okay. We undertook a major performance optimization effort on Discord's chat list component. Okay, the Discord chat list they are showing. So this is the chat list of Discord. Okay, now what they are trying to say. While the component was already fully native and only uses JavaScript first messages data, our profiling revealed several opportunities to enhance both loading times and scrolling performance. Okay, so what they have done here in this chats page, they have done a major performance optimization. So how they have done? Let's analyze one by one. They have implemented the recycling mechanism for both application components such as buttons, media mosaic. When we show multiple images in a dynamic grid layout, okay, this happens. These are major concerns while you are developing a mobile application and you while working with grid layouts and multiples of list of data. You will see a frame drop while you scroll, or else the data takes some time to load. While in the time you will see some frames drop. So how they have managed to, we have recycling mechanism for both application components. Recycling mechanism such as buttons, mosaic. Okay, what I'm trying to say, they have. I think they have reused code component for the buttons and the other things. I think so. I thought so. We implemented recycling mechanism for both application components such as buttons. Yeah, media mosaics. Yeah, this is exactly that one. I think they have entirely reused the button components. As we know, you should have to make a recycled code for the buttons and other things. But I think this is a high version of it. That's what they are trying to say. To reduce initial load times, we moved certain elements that aren't frequently used, such as spoilers. Okay, to reduce initial load time, we moved certain elements that aren't frequently used. Okay, good. So if you don't have anything that is aren't used, you should remove that to reduce the loading effect of them. Yes, absolutely. That's one of the important thing. Upload overlays to lazy inflammation loading style. Okay, yeah, uploading an overlay which makes the user feel comfortable while they're getting loaded, while the data is getting loaded. Because of course, this is an empty frame drop in between the scrolling effect. They will annoy it. That's why it's one of the most important user aspects, or sorry, the user experience aspects you need to know. Uploading overlays to lazy loading style. We also improve performance by binding media mosaics. I don't know much about what they're saying the media mosaics. If you know, please provide the context of this in the comments. Okay. We now prefill our recycling pool with common use chat list elements before the user even opens the chat. Okay. So this is something like we can say the caching. Yes, caching. I think so. Absolutely, the caching. We now prefill our recycling pool with common used chat list. So is exactly the caching mechanism. So I will share what is caching here. If you open the Instagram, if you open your Instagram without any internet facility, it will load up the previous content when you have worked in the Instagram with a network. This is a caching mechanism. What they will do is that they will catch up all the data, or not all the data, initial data when you open the Instagram with the internet, and they fetch their content and they will store the content in a local storage of your device. So once you open the Instagram without internet connection, automatically it will fetch the local data and it will show it inside the screen. So this is the pre-filling method they have shown here. So in this condition, what they will do is that they will fetch the previous cached data. Like for example, if you open the Discord with the internet, they will cache the data or the content initially loaded when you have internet, and they will prefill the data after. They will prefill the data and show in the Instagram once you re-enter the Instagram the next time. This will this will make a good user experience for the users, because of to confuse them with the loading animation. We can provide the cached data to share better context. Okay, so I will note it down one by one. So what are the things we have learned? Discord engineering. Discord engineering. So first what we have done. So first we have seen about the virtualize the server list, which is nothing but utilize the memory. Utilize the memory inside the server components. Okay, second thing. Now the key aspects we have seen here. On the client side, cache the data for better user experience. Okay, good. Next. So I think these 4 points majorly explains the caching mechanism. Okay, so with this what they have got, have 16 reduction in slower frames. Yeah, while other devices render significantly more frames than before. This was tested on the Samsung Galaxy A03s. Okay, good. We supercharged our Android emoji picker. what they have done. Oh, okay, I understand this. You know that emoji pickers, like for example, let us say when you open the WhatsApp, you have a lot of emojis, or else you can see that GIF images. So those are the annoying things for the developers because they consume lot of memory. They consume lot of performance. They will eat it. This will be the interesting part in this Discord. I think so. Yeah. So Discord servers can pack quite the emoji punch, starting at 50 custom emojis for regular servers. Okay. So which is nothing but these are custom emojis. For example, if you are inside a server inside the Discord, you will get almost a 50. That interesting? Yeah, wait, yeah. 50 custom emojis. These are custom emojis means you can create your own emojis here and you can provide your users with those emojis. And for the Nitro, they have the 250 booster ones. A typical phone user can display around 150 emojis simultaneously. Okay. So a typical phone phone screen can display around 150 emojis simultaneously. Like for example, this is a full screen of a device. What is this? A14, Samsung Galaxy A14. So for example, I'm saying they have mentioned here also, sir. This is I think this is an average example. This is an average calculation. I think so. Typically, this is an average one. Typically, a phone screen can display around 150 emojis simultaneously. Within this screen, user can view almost 150 emojis simultaneously. Okay. In most demanding scenarios, these could all be animated or worse. Yeah, this is the worst part you need to imagine. Yeah. So if it is a static emoji without any movement, like for example, I will show you here an emoji. Like for example, this house emoji. It is a static one. It doesn't move. It doesn't have any animations. It's a static emoji. But here the mentioning is the animated emojis, which is nothing but you can see here each and every emoji has their own animations which will animate independently. That's why they have mentioning. So static one itself and a headache for an developer to reduce their performance. Sorry, to reduce their use, memory consumption, all of the things. But an animated one is an another level. Yeah. Okay. How they have managed this one? So yeah, even they are saying in the overs or words, they all send in single message from the same guy. Thanks, Kirk. Okay. Okay. This creates an interesting performance challenge, especially when users are rapidly scrolling through the emoji create collection. Yeah, seriously, these are the threads for the performance. So how they have managed this one? Okay, going full native for Android. Yeah, now the things get intense because of since they are using React Native and they are now came into a real challenge to optimize the performance for the animated emojis, which one is a super challenging one. So Discord Android emoji picker faces the critical challenge on lower end devices. So nowadays we have phones where they have the capability to show the screens in their 140 refresh rate and 120 refresh rates. I'm not mentioning the iOS users. I'm mentioning the Android users. Sorry, iPhone 17 got with the 120 hertz. Okay, good. Okay. Nowadays we have mobile phones where they have higher refresh rates, but we got also the users with the low end devices where they got lower frame rates or lower refresh rates. In those devices, showing these kind of animated emojis will be a difficult one. That's why they are mentioning in this first paragraph. Since our emoji picker implementation of pretty simple already, we quickly reached the conclusion. The incremental optimization wouldn't be enough to solve this. Yeah, we made a decision to rebuild the emoji picker natively for Android. So this is one of the important point we need to note down. So they are using the React Native, but for this particular emoji animated one, they are going a native. Yeah, this is the right one. They are going native for these emoji ones. The decision to rebuild the emoji picker natively for Android. Yeah, what they have done. This wasn't a choice. We made it lightly. As moving from React Native meant maintaining separate code bases. Yeah. So they have already developed the entire Android and iOS mobile application with the React Native. But for one particular portion of this emoji picker, they're going to the native one, which will separate their code base. So now they have two. Now they will have two different code bases, like for the React Native and for the emoji picker, they have the native code base. So this becomes separate code bases to concern, and they need to maintain the two different code bases. Okay. After devising our new implementation, we stress tested with the most demanding scenario. A power user accessing emoji from 200 different servers. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So the native users have what they have saying emoji picker natively. This was in choice. So the native users have 20 different servers. Inside each and every server, they have different kinds of emojis. This is a multiplet of it. Our implementation not only eliminated the blank frames entirely, but deliver consistent smooth scrolling even on budget devices. Good. You can see this is the before and after the new code they have updated. Okay, even budget devices where the old implementation would blank or even crash when running out of memory. Yes, surely. On budget devices, showing and fetching all those animated emojis, which is for the only one server. If you consider the Nitro uses for the 200 servers, and each and every 200 different servers got their different 200 hours more than those kind of animated emojis will be not a good one. While this architecture split between Android native and iOS native, it increases our maintenance complexity. We believe the improved user experience worth the cost. Okay, now we will move to the third point. When we need more performance without any compromise. Without any concern, we need to go we need to go to the full native. So if you consider this scenario, if your application, if your software is going to rely on performance, don't pick up with like any other frameworks like React Native, Flutter, or because of they have some performance drawbacks. If your application is a pure performance dependent, go for the native one. That's what they are saying. So since they need to render all these emojis with the 200 servers for the independent emojis, they have switched from iOS JavaScript, sorry, React Native to the they have split Android native. Yeah, for the Android they have went for the native one to so they need to have they didn't need to compromise their performance. They have went from React Native to Android native for this performance. It is the maintenance complexity, but they have improved experience over the costs. Yeah. Next, 60 FPS animated WebP emojis. Okay, we will move on to that. Next one. We eliminated blanking in our channel list. Discord has been using React Native for a while, and as such, we had our own homegrown React Native list, aka flat list in 2030. We are starting using Shopify flash list as a part of new components. we build while redesigning our mobile app, including our channel list, what we have loaded in flat list. Flash list to the fastest list. Nothing but they are mentioning this list. You can see this list. They have used the Shopify's components for this particular listing. That's what they are trying to say here. We have started using at the 2023 itself. They have started using Shopify's flash list for the mobile, leading to more ergonomic experiment, faster iterations. However, in retrospect, we learned that flash list was blanking more frequently on low-end Android devices. So even the flash list caused the lag. So what they have done? So we went back for another round for refactoring. This is time bringing back our own fast list. So they have moved from flash list to the fast list, eliminating blanking even on $100 phone. Oh God, come okay. Just to clarify, we still love flash list and use it in list where dynamic heights are too compounds to pre-count. Dynamic heights. Yes, okay, good. Fast list to the fastest list. Okay. So what they have done? Whether they have used aka Android recycle viewer under the hood. Okay, now they are also moved to the native one. Yes, they have moved to the native one. Inside this one too. Direct message listing. Yes. Server member listing. Yes. These are all the performance optimization by using the third party or other companies components. Like for example, here they have used their Shopify flash list. So they have mentioned Shopify flash. What is Shopify flash list? Fast and performance React Native list, no more blank cells. Okay, render item, tweet cell. Okay, this some kind of third party component list for the React Native to get the native performance leaks. Yes, now I understand this is what flash list. This is for the React Native. If you are a React Native person and you are looking to render your all the list without any performance compromise, you can have a glance at this in this flash list by the Shopify flash list. Okay, good. To improve the flash list into the fastest list, now they are looking for the Android native one. Recycle viewer. What is this recycle viewer? This one is the API reference. Under the hood, not a scroll view, not a recycle view list. Recycle viewer. So this is the Android native one, the recycle viewer. They have optimized this Android API inside the React Native for to get the native performance inside this list. These are the same one. Let's go for this Android one. Sorry, iOS. The iOS media picker stopped blanking after taking photos. Yeah, you can see. Once the user gets a photo inside you can see the jank in the UI. You can see some jank. So how they have made. Usually we focus on Android performance and iOS performance presumed to be just as good, but that wasn't the case. Yeah, you can note it down here. It's here they have quoted. Um, Going full native on the emojis one. They have mentioned here Android for the native side. They have for the native one they have gone for the Android, but still for the iOS they have chosen for the React Native itself because we already know comparing to the Android devices, iOS devices have a lot of performance lot of performance. So concerning about the performance and also retuning the performance for the iOS will not require, might be not required in some cases, but in some cases they are required. Yeah, that's what you can see. For the iOS they have the React Native, but even for the iOS here, while they took the photo, you can see there is a UI jank here. Comparing to here, you have some UI jank to reduce this. So that's why they are saying usually we focus on Android performance, but iOS is not a big thing they have taken. But it wasn't the case with iOS Media Picker. Yeah, more especially we identified a noticeable blanking after multitasking to the system camera. Yes, okay. Camera taking photos and switching back to Discord and viewing our Media Picker. The updated implementation should support PH image request option delivery mode of opportunities using a low quality thumbnail while PhotoKit is working on a higher quality preview. So what I have done here, PH image request option delivery mode optimized what opportunistic using a low quality thumbnail while PhotoKit is working on high quality preview. Okay, to preview the taken image, uh, they have used a PhotoKit. For the low quality thumbnails, they have uses this PH image request option. So they can parallelly reduce the one component's quality to low one, so that they can prioritize the other component with the higher quality. That's what they have done. So here, what they have done is that they are reducing the preview quality of the taken photo. Sorry, preview of the taken photo with the higher quality, and also they are optimized the low quality thumbnail for these kind of previewing. You can see here when the photo is taken, for the photo here in the thumbnail, what they have done, they have reduced the quality, but while they are viewing the taken photo, they have enhanced the preview quality. So they have made a trade-off between viewing the thumbnail and providing a preview of the taken photo. That's what they have done. So still they have cooking for the 2025. Okay, we will also make a video what they have done in that upcoming Discord app. So this is all about the Discord. So we have learned the three things from the Discord engineering for this particular mobile optimization. So what is the first one? Utilize the memory inside the server components. So this is one of the things we need to understand here. While you're viewing the user component, user data, prioritize the user data. For example, you are showing some data of the users. Prioritize the users data, which needs to be important, which needs to be seen by the users importantly. So those kinds of data can be viewed and other data can be not viewed. With that other not viewed data, we can optimize our users memory, or we can optimize our memory, so that with that optimized memory we can use it for the further any other improvements inside our server. This is the first one. And the second one, to enhance the user experience, try to cache the initial load data. With that load data, use the cached load data as a preview loading effect to enhance the user experience while opening the app on the next event. Okay. And the third point, when we need more performance without any concern, we need to go to the full native. For example, if you are going to develop your next software, and in that software you need a full performance from the device. For example, user's device, any kind of phone, it can be a low-end phone or it's a high-end phone, whatever the phone they have, but you need the full performance from that phone. You need to go for the full native. You need to choose the full native device native languages for your software development. For example, if you are developing that for the Android, to go for the Java or Kotlin for the full native performance. This is what the third point they are trying to say. Okay, this is all about the Discord engineering. Now let's move to the Zomato. Thanks for the Discord providing this such a wonderful engineering blog. Let's go for the Zomato. Hi, hi, hi. Hi for the supporters. Okay. Now we got the Zomato blog. Now we got the Zomato blog. Let's get the blog loaded. One. Yeah, this one. Espresso. Brewing PDF to at Zomato faster than you can say cappuccino. Title looks interesting. Okay. This one I have selected from the Zomato. I have read this blog. This blog is all about loading your PDF in the screen the faster rate or signing your PDF in a faster rate. Let's continue reading this Zomato's blog. Okay. Okay. Espresso. Okay. Introduction. At Zomato, we love food and we love data. That's absolutely, we all know that. Zomato love food. Okay. And sometimes those two passions collide in the creation of beautiful, portable, blah, 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 secure PDFs. Okay. From invoices and receipts to detailed reports, PDFs are cornerstone of our operations. Yeah. You can already know, you can get these notes here across the industry. Let me explain what is this. Zomato has a partnering app where you have a restaurant. Where if you have a restaurant, you can sign up your restaurant inside the Zomato, and you can become a delivery partner with the Zomato. This we all know that about. This is how the Zomato works. For that particular kind of business, if you are a delivery partner with the Zomato, what you need? You need a technical, or else you need to sign what your products, what are the food items you are going to sell, and invoices. Like for example, the Zomato needs to provide the invoice to you peoples, delivery partners. Imagine I'm a delivery partner with the Zomato. I have a restaurant called Y. So I have delivered a vast number of food items. Now, what are the food items I have delivered via the Zomato? I record the invoice from the Zomato. So since I'm a delivery partner with Zomato, I record invoice because Zomato is one of a partner in my business. They are handling the price with my business, so they need to provide invoice. So, what is technical aspects in this invoice? So most of the invoices are provided in the PDF. Imagine, I'm just a Y company. I have a Y restaurant. Likewise, in India, they have millions of restaurants partnered with Zomato. Each and every restaurant have their own monthly, yearly invoice. Imagine to load and show all those invoices inside the PDF without concerning any performance inside the Zomato application. This is what they have. This is what they have trying to say here. So, however, our existing PDF generation process to generate those invoices while generating the PDF process powered PHP based library. Okay, you need to concern if you are a PHP developer, imagine providing a PDF by using this PHP. What you will do? Okay, was starting to show its age. Oh, okay. PHP based libraries for starting to show its age. Lol. Okay. We encounter latency issues, especially during the peak hours and the situation version with the complex multi-page PDF that included significant graphical content. Yeah. So in some kind of PDF, they will provide some like emoji or any kind of graphical content with the multiple pages. Providing to the multiple millions users will be a difficult one. Yeah. So since they are using PHP-based library in backend times, they have complex viewing multiple pages of PDFs with the graphical content. So how they have provided a solution? We need a solution that couldn't sustain that could sustain our growing demands. Something faster, more efficient, and scalable. Okay, what they have done? The perfect blend, Chromium and Golang. Okay. So Golang is one of the go-to choice for the server side and also for this kind of thing. So I have read information from the online. So we all know that we have programming languages, but those programming languages have different execution as well as the performance, memory consumption times. We all know that. So in that concept, if you want to provide high scalable, high performant software, accordingly you need to choose the language. Since they have used back in days PHP, which is outdated for their use, but outdated is not the main concern here. During the peak hours, situation gets worsened with a complex multi-page PDF with the graphical content, which is nothing but PHP-based library started to show performance lags while they're viewing the PDF with the multiples of pages. So they go to choice. They have provided the solution with the Chromium and Golang. We all know that Chromium, I think it is a browser component from the Chrome itself. I think it's an open source component. So they have used the Chromium and Golang. Golang is programming, and the Chromium provided the web-based library to do view the PDF. I thought so. Let's see what they have done. In pursuit of more tailored and efficient approach, we decided to develop our in-house PDF generation solution. Okay, in-house PDF generation. So they have provided the solution with their own backup. Okay, we choose Go as our programming language, given its performance and our team's familiarity with it. Okay, even if we have, even if you concern about the performance, you choose the language, performance language. But your developer team needs to know the language because of within a short period of time, without knowing that programming language, your developers can't provide the exact results. That's why their team is also familiar with it, which is a good important thing here. For rendering, we'll leverage ROD, a Glow library for controlling headless Chromium. So since I have said that, yeah, Chromium is a component from for the web-based interface, I think so. To communicate that web-based headless Chromium with the Go language, they have utilized the ROD library, ROD library. For PDF signing, we integrated Go PDF Digitaurus PDF, allowing us to generate and sign PDF directly from HTML templates, which is a good one. So if you are going to, or else if your software have an invoice of providing invoices, or have an idea to provide invoice, or else if your software build with showing some kind of these PDFs documents, or else any kind of invoices, any kind of document related, consider using this one of a thing. This is one of an important thing I have learned here. Even for my application in future, if I am going to develop such kind of application, I can take this inspiration. Take this as an inspiration. Okay. So allowing us to generate signed PDF directly from HTML templates. This approach gave us full control over layout, styling, and security. What is a good one? So they have used the Chromium and Golang to communicate or control the Chromium headlessly. They have got for the ROD library, and to sign the PDF with the partners they have, the food delivery partners, they have used the Digitaurus as PDF library. I think so. Okay. Custom certificate signing. To ensure the authenticity and integrity of our PDFs, we implemented digital signing using a custom certificate. This adds a layer of security and trust to our document. Good. Which is especially important for sensitive information like financial transaction. Yes, yes. Okay. Optimization. What do you have? Squeezing every last drop of performance. Squeezing every last drop of performance. How they have squeezed. We are always looking for ways to improve performance. Espresso is no exception. Okay. We implemented several optimizations to make our PDF generation process as fast and efficient possible. Pre-paint PDF generation. We generated the PDF before the time step of rendering process, saving valuable time. Okay. So what is this? What is we generate the PDF before the time step of a re-rendering process? This is a high-level rendering process. What is that? This is pre-filling process. What is the, like? For example, you have a rendering template. The first time you will render the template, and what you will do, you will store the pre-rendering of the template while rendering on the first time. Okay, now done. Pre-rendering is done. You will store the pre-rendering, and the next visit you will use the pre-rendering. At the same time, it also loads the pre-rendering, which is for the third time. You can see for the first time it will load the pre-rendering and use that pre-rendering for the second time. While the second time also they will pre-render and it uses the pre-render for the third time. So it saves the time while on that present loading. Good one. Good. Pre-paint pre-generation. Okay. Chromium flags. We fine-tuned various Chromium flags to further improve the start time of application. So, okay, they have used the flags. Okay, data array image prefetching. Okay, this also like a caching mechanism. We prefetch HTML images from the template and save them as a data URL, reducing the rendering cost by eliminating the need of browser to download the images in page. Okay, just it is like nothing. It is not caching anything. So it is not a caching. Sorry, it is not a caching. Instead, what they have done here is that they have loaded the image in the URL instead of the image itself. They have shown image URL. So PDF, while rendering, it will showcase the images from the URL fetching. It's a good one. Okay, streamlined process. By combining PDF generation and sending into a single application, we can work with streams instead of files, improving performance, reducing disk I/O. So it is not only for good for GoLang. I think streamline process, this can be worked with the Node.js, I think so, because of since Node.js is also good with the IO operations. We can also do the same thing by replacing this GoLang. But what are main advantages here you have? GoLang is a concurrent loading language, loading programming language, while the Node.js is not awaited. It is single-threaded. It is a multi-threaded. GoLang is multi-threaded, so it can concurrent the process. But in the Node.js, this is single-threaded. You will not get the concurrent process. But you need to do some extra JavaScript threading to make it as a concurrent one. So I think you can also replace GoLang with Node.js, but you will have some little performance drawback. What do you know? Okay. Next, grooving PDFs for everyone. Good, good. You can see this is the PDF, and they have the PDF one. We developed a small front-end application to accompany this system, allowing everyone to Zomato to create and customize PDF template effortlessly. This tool empowers users to modify existing templates or design new ones from scratch, all while receiving real-time feedback on appearance on their final PDF output. Good to see. Sorry for that. Open source, sharing the Expresso logo. Okay, if you want to try their this Expresso brewing PDF Zomato, this is the link. I will provide the link here too. Expresso. I will name this Expresso. I will provide it after thing. Okay. This is the Espresso toolkit for the PDF generation. If you are going to use this inside a project, I think it is a good to go with for providing invoices without optimizing the without compromising the performance. Visit the Zomato this blog. I will also mention this blog. Creating a custom PDF painter without compromising performance. I mentioned text box. Okay, good. The proof is the budding rendering. So these are the results they have mentioned. Espresso it just in the fast. It's incredible fast. Espresso has been successfully deployed across the majority of our PDF generation outputs, delivering consistent impressive performance metrics. Render and signing times under 200 milliseconds. Espresso can render and sign PDFs in under 200 milliseconds, making it ideal for high traffic applications. What a good one. This is a good one too. This is totally a good one. Signing 200 milliseconds. High traffic. Even with the high traffic, it can sign PDFs within the 200 milliseconds. Peak loading handle. Espresso can handle peak loads of 120K requests per minute, ensuring your users never have to wait for the PDF. Okay, good one. We recently signed 1.6 million PDF in just 19 minutes, approximately 1,400 PDFs per second. So per second, they have loaded 1,400 PDFs. Good one. These numbers were witnessed. They are running Expresso as an AWS ES service with 4 virtual CPUs. Okay, this one hits with a different. So you need to have a good running server, I think so. They are using AWS ECS. 4 virtual CPUs with a 4 GB of RAM. I think it is not a big tire. Even with this lower end tire, they can produce 1,400 PDFs within a second. Impressive. Okay, this is all about the Zomato. Now we will move to the Spotify. So what you got? Spotify tech blog. Spotify tech blog. Okay, let's go for the machine learning. I thought of the mobile one. Mobile. So this one I have already read about mastering the app size, how they have optimized the app size. This is in this blog they have mentioned how they have optimized size, app size. For this they have tools to check their or annotate their sizes. This is what I am looking for. I'm looking for something like or tool for measuring Android app size. This is the one. I think this is the given on Spotify explain wide line framework. Means of content annotation, content marketing appeal to user profile, Spotify's. Okay. Humans plus machines. We look behind the playlist powered by Spotify's Algotorial technology. Okay. Since 2017, Spotify has been working to create a better listening experience for our users by creating algorithmically personalized playlists powered by the expertise of our custom curators. The outcome has resulted in the technology we call Algotorial. Algotorial. Okay, Algotorial. I think this is a playlist. So this playlist, I think so. This is according to your song selection mode. I think so. While you are listening to Spotify, I'm not a big fan of Spotify because I don't listen to the music. It distracts from the success, or else it distracts from my work. That's why I don't much listen to the music. I don't like music at all. But somehow I love the technology they have used here. So I love to watch technologies, how the technologies has been utilized and used. So likewise, one thing I have noticed in Spotify, I don't use Spotify, but I look at technology over it. Like when you listen to the song, they will analyze your mood with the song, and according to that, they will provide other songs. Like I think so. Here they have mentioned here playlist powered by Spotify algorithm technology. Okay. So looks like they have developed algorithmic personalized playlist where they call it as an algotorial. Okay, the best of both worlds, editorial and algorithms. Spotify has a library of playlists for almost every occasion with different moods, activities, activities, genres, eras, new music, top hits, emerging artists, cultural moments, on regional listening trends. Okay, so they have categories into different moods, as I said before, and activities, genres, eras, new music, top hits. These are different kinds of listing inside the Spotify for music. Simply, I can say. Some of these playlists, such as rap created and maintained by our editorial team and listing based on genres and localities. Okay, one editor might concentrate on hip hop while another editor focus on music being produced and listened into in the music. This specialization allows them to have a deeper understanding of music that artists have created and the way users listen to them. This is particularly powerful as it allows editors to be aware of small trends or cultural events that ever changing the way users are consuming music. Okay. While the Archive playlist is owned by the editorial team, others like Discover Weekly, Daily Mix, and Your Time capsules are powered by our personalized algorithms. Okay, Discover Weekly, Daily Mix, Your Time capsule. These are all the components inside the Spotify, powered by the personalized algorithms. Okay, things getting technical. These algorithms take a look at the audio and attributes of music and can find similarities across the tracks to identify what songs are often listened together together. So by combining users listening history with the relationship across tracks, we can create a unique list of songs for each of our users. Looks like this is the solution they are providing. So this is the important thing here, the solution they are providing. These algorithms can take a look at the audio attributes of music and can find similarities across the track. So imagine you have 5 minutes of or else 3 minutes of a song. Inside the song, inside the audio, you have a tracks of music attributes. By identifying these attributes of those tracks, they can combine with the user's listening history. For example, consider user A listen to the melody musics and also the hype music or beatback music. These kinds of history, by analyzing this history with the tracks, next they can provide unique